Hi, I'm Elaine Felder. I'm on the piano faculty of the Music Institute and department chair. This piano, this Bösendorfer, which was built in 1955 by the Bösendorfer Company, started out at Roosevelt University, which at that time was the home of the Chicago Musical College. And the president of Chicago Musical College was a gentleman by the name of Rudolph Gantz. And he had the piano delivered from Austria to Roosevelt. It remained there for a while, and then it went to Northwestern University. Robert Hoff bought it from Northwestern, took it to his home in Wisconsin, rebuilt it 2 times, and Mr. Hoff decided that he would like to donate both this piano and a 9-foot 6-inch Mason and Hamlin to the school.
Hello, I'm Bill Schwartz. I'm the piano technician for the Nichols Concert Hall here at the Music Institute. And I take care of the 2 Steinway Ds, and now I get the privilege of taking care of the newly acquired anyway, Bösendorfer Imperial Grand. One of the things that people notice immediately about the Bösendorfer, the Imperial Grand, is larger than almost any other piano. There are a couple of pianos in the world that are longer than this. When we say larger, we typically are talking about the length of a piano. For instance, a concert grand is normally about 9 feet long. A Steinway D, which is kind of the standard concert grand, is just slightly under 9 feet actually. This Bösendorfer is 9 feet 6 long. And the other thing is it's wider. We call the far end of the piano from where the players, we call that the tail. And the tail on this piano is much wider than a normal piano. There's a few reasons for that, and one of the things is that there are more keys, so there are more strings involved, more notes actually. And the theory behind that is not so much that you can use those notes, although they do sound, and there are some pieces that incorporate them. But one of the benefits of that, according to Bösendorfer anyway, is that it makes a larger soundboard and also brings the strings and the bridge more into the middle of the soundboard, which has a larger, a fuller, louder resonance for those low notes. And when you listen to this piano, you can hear that there's a lot of fullness and power in that low end. They do have extra keys. They disguise that to some degree with putting ebony instead of ivory. This is typically where a piano will stop at the low A, but the Bösendorfer goes all the way down to a low C, so it has a full 8 octaves. So another feature of the Bösendorfer is, and this is true on some other European pianos, each string is its own string. By that I mean that typically on an American piano, including Steinways and many pianos, most pianos, any of the Japanese, any of those, you'll have a string that goes around a pin and comes back and forms 2 strings, but it's really only one. So if you break a string, you're breaking 2 strings. And there's only 3 in every unison. You can see, well, maybe up here you can see it. Yeah, you probably can here. But you can see how the hammer hits 3 strings. So if one of those breaks, which sometimes they do, not often, but sometimes, you're going to lose 2 of those notes. So you lose a lot of the power of that note. But on these, you can see each one has its own little coil and own little hitch pin.
fact that we now have 3 pianos to choose from in this hall makes it very attractive for our faculty who would like to use it, and for people who would like to rent the piano, because now people have a choice of 3 pianos, 2 9-foot Steinways, one from Hamburg, one from New York, and this beautiful Bösendorfer, which has an entirely different kind of sound. It's much lighter. It's a little brighter piano than the Steinway, and it's really beautiful for to play the music of Schubert, Mozart, early Beethoven, because of just the singing quality and the lightness of the piano. It really suits the music of these composers very, very well.
Bob Hoff, he completely redid the piano, including the refinish and all new strings, a new, I don't know if it was a new soundboard or just repaired the soundboard. He probably just repaired it. But he put all new strings and new action parts where they were needed, new hammers and all that. And he ended up with a great result. Bob downsized and decided he was going to donate this wonderful piano to the Music Institute as a place that would appreciate and make use of it. I know that was important to him. I know that it'll get great use here and be appreciated more than just sitting in someone's living room.